There would be no great host to save them, no promises of glory. Only a young boy, a dragon lord, a fae, and the darkest fortress in all of Midnight. And somewhere within its walls, Doom Dark's ice crown was waiting. Morkin looked north. Far Flame spread his wings. The Lord of Shadows drew his cloak tighter against the wind. Then they rode into the heart of winter, into the darkness, and towards the crown.
Hail and well met. Welcome back to the Let's Play of Lords of Midnight, the War of the Solstice. And yes, today we'll be focusing on Morkin's quest for the Ice Crown. In the last episode, we left Farflame, Morkin, and the Lord of Shadows together in the mountains of Dodrak, I believe, just near the mountains of Dodrak. On the plains of Glorium. Let's see if we can get Shadows. Yeah. So the Lord of Shadows. He's tired, so we need to get him to the lake so he can replenish his energy. The ice sphere is very cold. The further north we move, the colder it becomes, and Shadows is very afraid. So the ice sphere, which emanates from the ice crown. So the closer we get to the ice crown, which is in the Tower of Doom in the north, the stronger the ice sphere becomes. So we have Morkin. Morkin is utterly bold. He has the innate resistance to the ice sphere, being half fae and half human. And we have the Lord of Shadows, and also we should have Farflame the Dragon Lord. He's utterly bold as well. Just noticed, actually, and I hope it doesn't become a problem, but Morkin has with him the sword Dragon Slayer. Let's hope he keeps it away from Farflame. So let's look at the map. So here they are, on the plains of Glorium. There's a lake here, which I think should be our destination in the quest. Next destination. Remember, we have some Doomdark armies here garrisoned at these keeps. That probably means they're going to be around in the vicinity as well. And we also saw a keep in the forest here, so it's going to be a Fey Lord, I think. So that's the next couple of days journey planned out. But as they are currently at night, we need to see who we have available. So we'll get back to the quest shortly. So let's see where we were at with Luxor, the Moon Prince. So Luxor is at the Keep of Rorath, and that is in the far south. So this part of the map is inaccessible. It's actually called the Frozen Wastes, and that's the southern border, southern edge of the map. If we go all the way along here, it comes up. So we need to head here in an easterly direction. Rorath is already there. So let's get Luxor first. Let's get Luxor to catch up with Lord Rorath. So the way should be clear as Rorath cleared the path of wolves. There is the Lord Rorath, so we've still got, I think, one more move available to us. Yeah, let's have a think. Yeah, so it's night and Luxor is tired, so we need to get him some energy from somewhere as well. So as we're right in the very similar location to Rorath, let's select Rorath. So he's in the forest of Timrath. I think we agreed to call it Timrath. It could be Thimrath. It's a bit of a mouthful. So hopefully this map will start opening up soon. I'm not sure if there are any lords in this area here. I know there is in the city of Britcliffe, which is about here. But let's send Rorath to the east and we'll see what we can see. Let's have a look at the map. See if the map's opened up for us. Yeah, it's opening up a little bit now. Okay. But I think we need to get through this mountain pass. I don't know if there's a pass here. We may need to go through the mountains. There could be some lords in this area, you know. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? We've got Luxor, who together with Rorath is the best recruiter in the game. So we can send him all the way along the east here. There's not going to be any danger here yet in this far south, in this early in the game. So let's send Rorath. I think what we're going to do, we're going to send him up to the north to see if he can pick up any lords in this area here. How many days? How many hours? We've got 3 hours. Okay, right. Let's see what we can do with these 3 hours. North to the forest. I think there, just between the trees, there's a lith. So if we go northwest, I think we can get 2 movements heading northwest through the forest, and hopefully we can reach the lith. We may be able to seek to get a bit of a bonus. Let's have a look. There we go. Will we make it in time? I think we just fell short, didn't we? Let's have a think. Yeah, it's no. Okay, that's all right. That's no big deal. So we've got Rorath. Let's just give a bit of perspective to the map here. So he's here. Okay, it's opening up a bit so we can see a bit more. So we're going to send him up here through this valley area here, between the mountain passes. In the mountain pass, between the mountains. So here's our rallying point at the moment. Citadel of Shimmerel. So what we can do, we can send Rorath to the north, pick up any lords that he can recruit, and then he can come back to Shimmerel. Okay, so we've got Guard. He's on the way to Shimmerel, I believe. Is it the Keep of Brith? Let's see what's at the... He's tired as well, so let's see what's at the place. It's only got 50 riders, so we can't recruit. So I think what we need to do is just head to the northeast. There we go. You can see the citadel in the distance there on the horizon. There's a keep that was attacked from by Doomdark, and there's another keep that's been attacked by Doomdark. You can see the Doomdark banner flying there. Okay, so let's head straight northeast. Let's not mess about this time. Let's get to the citadel if we can. Well, there's a villager here. So as Guard is a bit tired, we'll camp here for the night and you can get some shelter and refresh the troops. So he can stay here for the night, and next turn he'll head to the Citadel of Shimmerel. That's a lovely image, isn't it? You've got the dragons there in the foreground, and we've got the moon in the distance with the light on the village. This game, so atmospheric. The reimagining by Andrew Smart, music by Wayne Britcliffe is what we're playing. Which version? This is the version of Lords of Midnight. We are playing. Amazing. Okay. We've got Shimmerel. Well, we know he's at the Citadel of Shimmerel. We'll leave him for the moment. We've got Dawn, who we recruited, is at the Citadel of Dawn. We've got Blood, who's at Shimmerel as well. We've got Mytharg, who I believe is with Dawn. Let's just check. Yeah, he's at the Citadel of Dawn. So we need to decide what we're going to do with Mytharg and Dawn. So let's have a look on the map. So this is the Citadel of Dawn. Just here is Shimmerel, and Luxor at the moment is down here. So ultimately we'll probably send Luxor up, or we may keep him down in the south. I've yet to make that decision. So Doomdark has already infiltrated the Plains of Blood. He's here, probably going to be here next. But also he comes through the mountains here, and he heads to this mountain pass here. At the end of which here is the capital of the Free, the Citadel of Britcliffe. This is where Doomdark sends his armies. If they can take the capital of the Free and kill Luxor, I believe the game's over. So we need to try and hold the Citadel of Britcliffe if we can. And one of the ways we can do that is by holding the pass here. However, there are more lords to be recruited yet. So we have Rorthron heading northeast, Thrall heading east. So at least one of these we can head over to the east to get some recruitment done. So let's have a look. Let's see who would be the best suited. So Lord of Dawn, utterly invigorated. He's afraid. Not a good combination, that. Let's check Mytharg. Okay. Mytharg is invigorated and quite afraid. Okay, alright. So there's not much to choose between them. Let's seek at the... Let's get back to Mytharg. Let's seek. See what he can find. Okay, got shelter, so that should make him very invigorated. Okay, and he's quite afraid. I'll have a look at his army. What does he have? 100 warriors, 500 riders, and 1,300 warriors. So over 2,000 garrisoned at the Citadel. And Lord of Dawn has 1,200. He has 1,700. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the Lord of Dawn to recruit as many of his army. So it looks like he's maxed out. He cannot recruit any from the Citadel. So how many does he have then? Let's have a look. Lord of Dawn, 1,200. 1,700. Is that maximum? I thought they could get 1,800. Anyway. Place 150 warriors. Okay. Maybe that's the minimum that you can keep at the Citadel. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So, as Dawn has the larger army, we're going to send him back to Shimmerel to help support the garrison at Shimmerel and to fight Doomdark. Okay. Let's get rid of those. Let's kill those easily enough with Skulkrin. So let's head him straight west. He can. We should probably, probably just reach the borders of Shimril next turn. And so with Mytharg, I think what we'll do. So we have Thrall heading over here. There's a Fey Lord, and I think Rothron's heading north to recruit here. And I think there's another Lord in the centre of the plains or the downs. Athrall here. I think we'll send Mytharg. So we should send him northeast, I believe. Oh, he can actually recruit. Hang on, so Mytharg can recruit 100. Okay. All right. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So let's send him north, and then let's head northeast. I think. So we're looking. So that banner is Dawn. I don't know that fire in the background. I think that's the one we saw, isn't it? Let's have a look to the northwest. Is that? Yeah, I think that's that in the northwest we can see from here. So like I say, in the original game there was no in-game map, so all you could rely on is what you could see with the landscaping techniques. So from here, for example, you can see that the Doomdark's attacking just by the smoke and the fire, although that graphic wasn't in the original, so it was even tougher. So what we're going to do, I think we'll head for the Lith. Let's see if we can get lucky. Maybe a Cup of Dreams. Well, we found the Sword Dragon Slayer. That's okay. The Horse and Mytharg seem to be happy with that. What have we got left? We've got 1 hour remaining. So let's have a quick look at the map. So I think it's not that keep. I think there's another keep about here we need to head for. So let's get back. And we'll probably let's move northeast as it's the last movement of the day. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be in this direction. There's a keep there I can see. Could be this keep, you know. We'll have a look at the banner in the morning. It's too dark right now. But again, lovely image. You have the ice and the snow, the moon in the sky, the crows or ravens flying around. Fantastic. Now, I think, let's have a look. Everyone's at 9. Oh, we still have Shimril. Okay, at the Citadel of Shimril. Blood at the Citadel of Blood. So let's place them all on the map. Mytharg is furthest to the east. There's the Citadel of Shimril. To the south we have Luxor and Rorath. Okay, I think we're in good shape. The strategy is holding up. And then to the far north we have, I'm expecting a little bit of trouble here overnight with Morkin, Farflame and Shadows. So let's go back to the quest and we shall call in the night. Night has fallen and the foul are abroad. 5 days passed since the war of the Solstice began. So the bloody sword of battle brings death in the domain of dreams and of core and of Dodrak and of blood. So bonus points to those that are paying attention. Blood we know of. Dodrak is actually where we are with Morkin, Farflame and Shadows. So we'll see what that means. Now the other two areas, the Domain of Dreams, that's a large forest in the north. The Lord of the Fey characters lives there, the Lord of Dreams. And Core, I don't know if you recall, but our original plan was to head to the north to recruit a Fey in the far north, and he was in the forest of Core, so it looks like they've got there. So let's Call in the dawn. Do you want dawn? Yes, we do. Let's see what damage there is. Let's have a look. Okay, well, Farflame is still alive. Let's think. Let's click battle. Okay, well, that's good news. There was no battle. But let's check the characters. Farflame's fine. Morkin is fine. And Shadows is fine. He's tired, but he's fine. So let's have a look. We want to be going to the north, to the, yeah, it looks clear, to the lake is where we want to head. As you can see, just on the horizon there's the banner. So we're going to head to the lake first, and then I think we should head to that cape to see who is stationed there. So let's go north. North again. Okay, though. Northwest to Lake Miro. And let's seek. Okay. Oh. Farflame, the Dragon Lord, has found the Wards of Life. So that was me not paying attention. That should have been the Lord of Shadows. Okay. Well, we'll have to find another solution for him. Let's get back to Shadows. Oh, maybe we should head straight for the keep now then, because there's no point going to the lake. Maybe we can get some refreshment in the keep. Alright, let's just head straight to the north, and Morkin is here. We'll park him here for the moment. Let's get Shadows to join him. Go, one more. Okay, so I think ahead there is a snow hall, and the snow hall is a place where you can seek, and it's possible to find refreshment there. So let's just move through these dragons while Farflame's not looking. Let's quickly get these out of the way. Yep, through the dragon, we'll keep that quiet. He stands at a cavern. The reason I'm hesitating is that a cavern. Yeah, so here is a snow hall. You can see it here. Usually, I think I'm right in saying the snow hall, you only find refreshment. In a cavern, it's similar to ruins. Could be positive, could be negative. But he has 3 hours remaining. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go back to Farflame. We'll use him to scout. Now that Shadows has killed the dragons on the quiet, I don't think Farflame's going to be too upset if he doesn't. What he doesn't know doesn't hurt him. So let's scout to the north. He's at the cavern. Let's go through the cavern. Yeah. So where was that keep? Let's have a look at the map. I think it's straight to the north, I think. So let's keep going. I think it's got a few hours remaining. Let's have a look. Yeah, 5 hours in a day. We're fine. We're fine. Let's head him to the north. I think we can just see it through there. Yeah. So one more. I don't really want to send him through the wolves. Aha! Here we go. All right. So we're on the downs of Lothriel, looking north to the keep of Lothriel, and here you can just see there's a lord there. Let's think. Place. To the north, the keep of Lothriel holds 200 warriors of the Fae, and it's owned by the Lord of Lothriel. Okay. I think, what did I see there? Wild horses. Okay, horses are fine. Horses are fine. Let's get back to Morkin. Well, let's send him north. And we'll go north again. Let's just go back to shadows. Make sure we can get them on the same square. We don't want to get into trouble. I think with that keep just around the corner, I think we'll risk getting there without seeking at this cavern. I don't want any negative reaction here. So let's move. What has he got left? Okay, he's got less than 2. Let's have a look at Morkin. Less than 2. Okay, so let's move Morkin first. We'll head Morkin straight north. Okay, yeah. Then we'll go to the northeast. Okay, that'll be Morkin done for the day. And you can see the far flame just ahead. That's good. And let's see if we can get shadows in the same location. That's 1 to the north. And 1 to the northeast. Yeah. Good. And far flame has... We'll keep him there for the moment. He's still got 4 hours. We might use him to scout around. Let's just have a look at the quest. See how we're doing with the quest. Okay. Let's just zoom out a bit. Let's give a better perspective. Right. So this is where we started. The Tower of the Moon. Okay. We are now... There's another keep. That Doomdark was attacked. We are now here. So I would say we're probably about halfway through our journey to the Tower of Doom in the far north. Let's just continue the map. Yeah, I think we're probably... Yeah, we're about halfway. Okay, so we're not doing too bad. We've got Shadows, Farflame, Morkin together. They're close to the keep of Lothril, so we can hopefully recruit another character. We know Doomdark's around. Let's see if we can... We're in the forest, so hopefully that will keep us hidden. And let's go back to the strategy of recruitment and holding the Citadel of Shimra. Right, okay, so let's line the characters up. Let's go to Shimra first, see if we can see anything. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. So you can see Doomdark's moving closer. He's attacking the keeps. So 1, 2 keeps I can see there that are on fire, ablaze. So these 2 keeps are still held. How are we doing? He's very invigorated. Okay, so what we can do, we can rest. Okay, and then let's get to Blood, who's also at the Citadel. How's Blood doing? Utterly invigorated, utterly bold. That's what you want to see from an army captain. We also, who else do we have there? I think Lord of Guard, isn't it? It's just outside. Let's get Guard. Let's move Guard into the Citadel, where we have to fight the Skullcrin. Yeah. Who's ahead there then? We have so we have Lord of Shimmeral, Lord Brith, that's it, Lord Brith and Lord Blood. Okay, yeah, let's get him in, let's get him rested. Let's just turn him to the north, let's get him rested. Okay, so let's see Lord Brith. How's he handling things? Very invigorated. He's afraid. Okay, he is afraid, but that's not good. But let's see if we can rest him. Okay. He's rested. Well, at least he's going to be invigorated. Okay, where do we go next? I tell you what we'll do. Rorath. Now, he's got to be a bit careful here. Let's look on the map. Oh no, he's okay. He's in the south, right? Okay. There's a keep there. And it's got the same sigil as Rorath. And that wasn't a lith. It was a ruin. I don't know if a lith there, but I don't really want to head in that direction. I want to head to the north. Let's go through the wolves. We can take care of the wolves. Wolves are not a problem for Lord Rorath. Let's continue north. Now, I think the pass here splits. Yeah, let's have a look at the map. So we can go straight north and then head to Shimmerel, or we can take this pass and come around. I think if we take this pass on the right, we've got more chance of finding a lord, because back to the map, I can't see any keeps here. Let's have a look at Dawn. He can look south if he can see anything. Yeah, I can't see any keeps there. So let's get Dawn straight to Shimmerel. Let's move him galloping across the plains. Wolves, not a problem. Does he have? 1 hour remains. Very invigorated. Let's look. Where are we? We're in a village. We may as well seek. Get some refreshment. And then we'll move to the northwest, just outside the citadel for the night. Okay, there you go. He's going to be alright. Let's go back to Rorath. So we know, well, we think there's nothing there, so maybe what we'll do, we'll move him over to the right. So we'll continue northeast, and then I think we go through here to the east. Nice moonrise there. Let's have a look at the map. Still not showing us what's here. Okay, I think we'll be alright. Okay. Luxor is moving. We'll keep him east along the border, at the edge of the map. We'll get through the wolves. That's not going to be a problem. He's got his army with him. We'll go over the mountain. Ah, okay, here we are. So we've found another lord. Can we get there tonight? We can indeed. Okay, what do we have? Let's have a look. This place. Keep of Timrath. 300 riders of the Fae. Oh, Fae Lord. And owned by Timrath the Fae. That's good to know. So let's approach. And we can recruit. Okay. Let's get Timrath to pick up his men. And I think what we're going to do, let's have a look at the map. Hopefully the map's opened up a little bit. Yeah, okay. So we want to keep going east, and the capital of the Free, it's about here. Citadel of Zajorketh, I think is the pronunciation. So we'll get Timrath to head to continue east. Yeah, we'll go straight east. We'll kill the wolves, and we have a tower. So let's get to the tower, and we'll find, hopefully we'll find some guidance. Okay, let's seek. Let's listen.
Lord the Wise can destroy the ice crown.
Oh, okay, right. So, as a third character that we have heard of that can destroy the Ice Crown, we have Farflame the Dragon Lord, who's with Morkin right now. We had Forkrin the Skullcrin. And now we have Logrim the Wise. And the Wise are an ancient order of characters in Midnight. And as far as we knew, Rothron was the last of them. But here there's another member of the order, Logrim the Wise, and he can destroy the Ice Crown. But if you remember, I think on day 1 or day 2, there was in the battle report, it talked about the plains of Logrim, I believe. So Doomdark has already attacked on the plains of Logrim. So that would indicate, I think, it's going to be in the north. So let's file that information away. But that's good to know. That's good to know. Right. So just, yeah, you can see just on the horizon there, that's the Citadel. That's the capital that we need to head for. So let's keep going. We don't need to seek. Timrath could be full of beans. He's only just come out of his keep. There is a lith here, though, so I think it's worth seeking. It's got the sword Dragon Slayer. Okay, yeah, that's good. And if we look at the map, it should be opened up a bit for us. Yeah, there we go. So, it's Timrath, and there's Citadel of Sir Jorkath. How about that for a bit of spelling? Okay, all right, okay. Let's go. Right. So, where do we go next? Rothron. Yes, that is a good decision. Rothron, he needs to unhide. Oh, he wasn't hidden. Taking a risk there. Oh, where is he? He's at the village, isn't he? He's tired, right. So, let's seek. He's refreshed. Let's look at the map. Right, so the Doomdark was about here, I believe. He's now here, but he could be around here. Now there is a citadel about here on the map, on the box, on the back of the box. So that's where we want to head. So east, northeast. Let's head east for a few movements. Ah, we're at Lake Thrall. So then we know what that means. He's found the waters of life, which fill him with vigor. That's it. He's up to full energy now. That's good. Now we've got to be careful getting too close to the northeast, because we might bump into Doomdark. We don't want to go north too soon. Maybe one more. We'll go east one more, and then we'll turn to the northeast. Let's see how many. Maybe one more. Yeah. Okay. What can we see there? I think there's a hut or a village possibly here. There's some lights here. Is that a fire or? Let's look at the map. Right. Yeah. Not really that clear. Now, Rothron's on his own. He's in the forest, so hopefully that keeps him hidden to some degree. But Doomdark is in the area, so let's make sure we hide him. When a character takes cover and hides, they are not discoverable by Doomdark. So he'll be fine. He'll be fine. So who's next? Thrall. We have Thrall, Blood, Mytharg, Farflame. Okay. Lord of Thrall. Right. Plains of Dawn, wasn't he? The Lord of Thrall, we're sending, here he is here, centre of the map. We're sending him to the eastern edge of the map, because I know there's a large forest somewhere around here. And in the game, if there's a large forest, usually I would say 9 times out of 10, there's a major lord, a major Fey lord. within his citadel there. So let's send him east as fast as we can. I think we should still be okay in the centre of the map at the moment. I don't think Doomdark's reached this far south yet. We shouldn't get too many problems. Let's just quickly look to the north. Let's see, look at the map. Has that opened up? A little bit. Yeah, not really giving us much. Right, there's a keep there. I don't think there's an army there though. Yeah, that's Dawn's Keep, you can tell by the banner. Dragons, okay. That's not going to be an issue. Lith. That's interesting. Stands at a Lith in the domain of Athril, looking east to the downs of Athril. And we can't seek. Does that mean somebody's sought here before? Or something else? Mytharg's not been there yet. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Anyway, okay. We want to go southeast, so he's at a keep. Did he get any more movement points? It's night. Okay, well at least he's at a keep. And he can seek here, so he should get some refreshment. Okay. Alright, okay. Well, that's Thrall done for the night. Mytharg, Blood, Dawn and Shimmerl. They're all in the Citadel of Shimmerl, aren't they? Those two. Yeah. Okay, let's put them on the map. Makes it easier. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But Dawn just needs to get there. Mytharg, yeah. So what are we doing with Mytharg? What are we doing with Mytharg? That's a good question. So, Thrall's there. Oh, there's a keep there. Yeah, so there's that large forest that I spoke of. Oh, and I can see a citadel there. So that's where Thrall's going to be heading. Well, that's owned by Dawn, I believe, and there's a citadel there. So I think that's where we should be heading, right? So let's go east, northeast. We need to get through the ice trolls. They've got an ice troll. He slew them. That's okay. Not looking too happy about it though. Let's go east. Yeah, see, when you're travelling over these humps and hills called the downs, they sap your energy. You don't get as many movement points. So what have we got left? 2 hours of the day. Okay. There's the citadel we can see in the forest. And I think this is the keep we need to be heading for. So let's go to the northeast. Yeah. That's all we're going to get tonight. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's check on the map. Yeah, it's opened up a bit. Yeah, so this is the keep. Yeah, this is... okay. So this is the edge of the forest. We know there's a major Fey Lord here. I think that keep belongs to him. And this, I think we've got an opportunity to recruit a lord at the keep of Athril. Okay. Alright, so what does that... where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? Let's have a look. Let's select. Let's take them off the map. Let's see who's still available. So, Luxor, Morkin, Rothron, Guard, Shimmerl, Dawn, Timrath, Shadows, Thrall, Brith, Rorath, all at night. Blood. Yeah, he's alright. He's okay. He's just keeping his eye out. And Farflame. Okay, so what do we do with Farflame? I think what we should do. What we'll do. We'll send him back to... There we go. We'll send him back with Morkin and Shadows. And we'll rest him. And I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, everyone else is at night apart from Blood, but we know he's utterly invigorated, so he'll be alright. So, another day comes to the end. So what we'll do, we'll go back to Morkin. So, we're going to focus on Morkin's quest. So, let's call in the night. Night has fallen, 6 days passed. The bloody sword of battle brings death, the domain of Kor, and of Hereth, Ithril, Blood, and of Guard. Wow, well Guard, the citadel of Guard was the first lord we recruited in the south, if you remember Luxor. So, Doomdark has already travelled that far south. Wow, that has surprised me. So you can just hear the atmospheric sound effects here. So do we want Dawn? Yes, we do. Okay. Something's agitated the horses. It's probably the dragon. Dragons tend to upset horses. So, Morkin, let's see if there was any battle overnight. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yeah, no battle. Alright, so we're going to be okay. We're alright for the moment. So we need to head to the keep. So it's to the northeast, I think. Let's have a look on the map. Yeah, directly north. Okay, that makes it easy. Straight to the north. There we go. Now, will Morkin be able to recruit him? Yes. Yes. We got the Lord of Lothril. Let's think. So, it is dawn. Lothril utterly invigorated. The ice sphere is very cold. Oh, Lothril is utterly afraid. It's not good. So, I think utterly afraid is the lowest ranking on the brave to afraid scale. And I think if a lord is utterly afraid, they're cowards pretty much, and that means they will not enter the field of battle. If they're attacked, they'll fight, but they don't. They will not enter a battle. But he can act as protection. So at least Morkin has another protector now. So that's good. So what we'll do, let's get Shadows into the keep because he needs to get some refreshment. Or in fact, we'll get him. Yeah, let's get him refreshed at the lake. Yeah, that's it. This is what we want. So the Lord of Shadows should be feeling tip-top and on top of the world. So we'll put him in the keep. Then we've got Morkin, Shadows and Lothril in the keep. Let's get Farflame there also. Ooh. Ooh. Where did they come from? So, to the south. Well, they don't look nice, do they? Okay, let's see what we have. Army. To the south, Doomdark's regiment. Leader 23. Commands no warriors. 1,000 riders. Yeah. And unfortunately, his riders are ready for battle. Well, I don't know what to say about that. That surprised me. So, let's just check the map. So, Morkin, Shadows, Lothril are here. And the army is here. The first thing we need to do is get Farflame into the keep. which is one. Oh, what am I doing? Completely the wrong direction. I used to do this a lot in the original game. Particularly for my younger brain, it was very disorienting the controls and the map. So he needs to go northeast. Yeah, I was always going east when I should have gone west, south when I should have gone north. But anyway, so he needs to go northeast. Okay. Didn't mean to go through those wolves. So what I'm gonna do? Yeah, could kill the wolves, but this guy is brutal. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get Lothrol. Let's ride him out, clear the wolves, and then back. Yeah, let's help a dragon out. Okay. Yeah, well done, Lothrol. Now let's put him back in the keep, northeast. That's it. And then let's get Farflame back into the keep. Yeah, okay. Now let's see who we have, what we have. Let's just listen to the music. Yeah, good piece of music. So, here we have 200 warriors of the Fae. Okay, that's garrison. Farflame. Morkin commands no army. Morkin cannot have an army. I think the law of the game is he's a young, I think he's a young teenager, 15, 16. He's too young to command an army, but he can't recruit any anyway. The Lord of Shadows got 1,000 warriors. Utterly invigorated. Well, that's good. Lothrol 500 and 200. Oh, so Lothrol isn't a Fey Lord. He's a Free Lord. Ah, okay. I thought he was a Fey. Because it says here, the Free have an army of 1,500. Alright, okay. And we'll probably confirm that if we go to the Lord of Shadows. Yeah. Oh, no. He can. So, oh, I'm a bit confused now. Maybe that's just a bit of a bug. Anyone watching the video, message me in the chat why the Lord of Shadows, who's Fae, can recruit and post, but Lothrol has an army of the Free. I think that might be a bug. I think he's in a forest. Let's just go back to Lothrol. Yeah, he can recruit and post, so I'm pretty certain he is a Fey Lord. So when you're at a keep or a citadel, the garrison that you station has more advantages in battle if they're attacked than a standing army. So he should post as many well, actually, what does he have? Lothrol has an army 300, 200. Yeah, so he's got 500. No, he'll be all right. So what we can do is get Shadows to post because he has 1,000 warriors. Let's get Shadows to post. No, how many can he post? Okay, what does he have? Shadows. Come on, 300. Yeah, he probably should get a couple more hundred back, I think. Let's recruit 200. Yeah, okay. I think that's fair. He's got 500. Lothrol has 400, 500. And then the keep has 900. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So, do we keep them at the keep no pun intended, and wait for the attack from Doomdark. Hopefully it's only one regiment, which is 1,000 warriors. I think we'll be fine with 1,000. We have about 2,000 warriors. We're at keep. We have far flame, so I think we'll be fine. If there are other regiments in the vicinity, we may get into trouble. Decisions. So this is Morkin's quest. We've moved up pretty far. Got a little bit further to go before we can reach the Ice Crown. But you know what? I think I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to sleep on the decision whether to move him, whether to stand and defend. And then we've also got the Battle of Shimmerel. Let's just have a quick check to see how. Let's move Dawn into the Citadel. And yeah, so I don't think there's been a battle here yet. Let's rest Dawn first of all. Let's think and let's check battle. No, the Lord of Dawn was not in any battle. Let's see if Blood was in any battle. See if they got attacked in the night. No. Okay. So we're going to leave the video here. We have Citadel of Shimmerel. An attack from Doomdark is imminent. We have Morkin's quest for the Ice Crown placed very delicately. So we're at the keep of Lothril. The Doomdark army just on the edge of the forest, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get attacked here. We need to make a decision. Do we stand and hold, or do we scurry off even further north, possibly into more trouble? Well, if you've enjoyed the video and if you have any ideas about which decision I should take, run, hide, defend, let me know in the chat. I'll be very interested to know what you think. So, I hope you enjoyed it. This was episode 4 of Let's Play of the reimagining of the Lords of Midnight by Andrew Smart, music by Wayne Britcliffe, and I will hope to see you in episode